Welcome back once again to the online lecture of analytical chemistry BSc second year. In last lecture we have learned about the analysis of the oils and fats by physical and chemical methods. In this we have learned about the uh, different types of physical property, that is density, and then saponification value, peroxide value, as well as the flash point, as well as the specific gravity. In today's lecture we are going to discuss about the remaining chemical and physical methods, that is acid value and the iodine values. So how the acid value and the iodine value is determined of an fuel and the that is what sorry of an oil or the fat. Then let's begin with let's start with the iodine value or iodine number. Then iodine value or iodine number is nothing but a number of grams of iodine absorbed per 100 gram of oil or fat is called as iodine value or iodine number of that of oil or fat. So what is the iodine value? Iodine value is nothing but the number of grams of iodine absorbed per 100 grams of oil or fat. How much number of iodine molecules, that is iodine I2, is absorbed by means of the 100 gram 100 grams of oils or fat is called as iodine value or iodine number of an oils or fat. See, what is the iodine number or iodine value? So iodine adds on the double bonds of the unsaturated fatty acid and proportion of the oils and fats. See what happened with the help of this iodine value or iodine number, how one can determine the double bond present in the or how many unsaturated group present in the given oil or fats. See, since each oil and fat has the definite degree of unsaturation and or definite number of double bonds at the and it absorbs the definite quantity of iodine because the iodine adds across the double bond. So see, in the reaction given that CH2 CH double bond CH2, so this is the unsaturation part or portion of the oil or fat, CH double bond CH. So if we add plus I2 molecule, then this iodine is get added across the double bond and we'll get the saturated molecule, that is CH2 CHI and CH2 data. So iodine is added on the double bond across the double bond. So what is the significance of the iodine value or iodine number? See, the significance: a oil or fat having the high degree of the unsaturation is a more number of double bonds will be absorb more quantity of the iodine and hence will have the high iodine value. So iodine value or iodine number is proportional to the degree of unsaturation of oil or fat. So by knowing the iodine value and iodine number, one can able to know the degree of unsaturation present in the given oil or fat. So what is the significance of this iodine value? By knowing the iodine value, we can determine the degree of unsaturation present in the given oil or fat. So oil or fat having a high degree of unsaturation is a more number of double bond will be absorb more quantity of iodine and hence will have the high iodine value. So what is the relationship between the iodine value and unsaturation degree of unsaturation? It is directly proportional. The number of degree of unsaturation increases, the iodine number also increases. So this is the simply the significance of the iodine value. Then see this how this iodine value is helpful for the determining the characteristics of oil. That is, therefore, the iodine value is a measure of degree of unsaturation of oil or fat. It is a constant for a particular oil or fat, but the exact value or figure obtained depends upon the particular technique employed for the determination. So, therefore, there will be a ranges of figures for the iodine values of various groups of oils and fats. The ranges of the iodine values for the various groups of the oils fats in given are shown in the below table. Generally, the iodine value for the each oil or fat are constant, but depending upon the technique employed or the for the determination, it varies with the different types of oils and fats depending upon their what the technique employed to determine the iodine value of the oils and fats. So some examples of the uh, fat or oil is given and their iodine values, the respected iodine values are given in the below table. See for the waxes, the iodine value is very small. For the animal fats, the examples are butter, drippings, curd. So sorry, such a type of animal fats, that is butter, drippings and the curd, having the value iodine value is about 30 to 70. Then non-drying oils like olive oils, oilseeds, almond oils, it has the higher iodine value, that is 80 to 110. Semi-drying oils, what are the examples of semi-drying oils? Cottonseed oil, sesame oil, soya oils. It has the degree of unsaturation about, that is what the iodine value is about 80 to 140. Then drying oils, linseed oil, sunflower oil, it has the unsaturation, that is iodine value is about 125 to 200. So what are the different ranges of the iodine value for the different types of oils and fats? So waxes, it has a very small value. For animal fats, it has the butter and drippage curd. It is the example of butter, drippage and the curd. It has the 30 to 70%. For non-drying oil, examples are olive oil, arches, almond oil. It has the 80 to 110. Semi-drying oils, examples are cottonseed oil, sesame oil, soya oils is about what 80 to 140. And the drying oils, the examples of linseed oil, sunflower oil, and it has the value is about 125 to 200. So the iodine value is the most useful figure for the identifying an oil or fat and helps to place an oil in a particular groups. For the natural oil and fats, the less unsaturated fat with low iodine values are solid at room temperature, and conversely, the oils and that are more highly unsaturated with the high iodine values are liquids at our room temperature. This shows that there is a relationship between the melting point and the iodine values of oils and fats. See, it is a general general trend is given. When the iodine value is low, then the degree of unsaturation is low, and generally these types of the oils and fats appears in the solid form or exist in the solid form if at the room temperature, and then conversely if the oils or fats having the more degree of unsaturation, that is, or the nothing but iodine values, it has the more degree of unsaturation, and they are liquid at room temperature. This shows that there is a relationship between the melting point and the iodine values of oils and fats. Let's see the how this iodine value is determined by using the practical method. So in general, the greater the degree of unsaturation, the higher the iodine value, the greater will be the liability of the oil or fat. So determination of the iodine values of the or iodine number of the oils and fat. The iodine value or the iodine number of the oil or fat is determined by the two different methods. In which method is there? In which method we use the which solution, which is nothing but the monoiodine chloride solution or reagent. In the Haynes method, we use the IBR, monoiodine bromide, is the reagent for determining the iodine value. So first method, that is which method, a definite quantity of oil or fat sample in the carbon tetrachloride medium is treated with a known volume of standard iodine monochloride, that is nothing but which reagent, in excess in the glacial acetic acid. The excess of which reagent iodine monochloride is then treated with the potassium iodide, and the iodine liberated is titrated against a standard sodium thiosulfate solution. So simple, it is the simple method of the simple titration, in which what the given quantity, definite quantity of oils and fat sample is in the carbon tetrachloride medium is treated with a known volume of the standard iodine monochloride with reagent in excess in a glacial acetic acid. Then the excess of which reagent iodine monochloride is then treated with the potassium iodide, and the iodine liberated is titrated against the standard sodium thiosulfate solution. So what is the requirement for that? The first one is the oil sample or the fat sample. Second, which solution. How one can prepare the which solution? By taking 8 gram of iodine chloride, by taking 8 gram of iodine trichloride in 200 ml glacial acetic acid is mixed with 9 gram of iodine dissolved in 300 ml of the carbon tetrachloride. Then it is get diluted to the 1000 ml with the glacial acetic acid. So how one can prepare the which solution? 8 gram of iodine trichloride is dissolved in 200 ml of the glacial acetic acid, and this is mixed with the 9 ml of iodine dissolved in the 300 ml of carbon tetrachloride, and then the both solution is diluted to 1000 ml with the glacial acetic acid. Then 10% potassium iodide solution is the another requirement. 10 gram of that potassium iodide Ki in 90 ml of water. Then for the fourth one reagent is 0.1 normal sodium thiosulfate solution, and the starch as an indicator, which is freshly prepared. Then what is the procedure for the determining the iodine value? By means of which method? Weigh accurately about the 2.5 to 3 gram of oil or fat sample in case of coconut oil, and 0.15 to 0.6 gram of sample in case of the other oils into a clean dry 250 ml glass stoppered conical flask. Then add 10 ml of carbon tetrachloride, add 25 ml of which solution and stoppered. The flask, mix and store allow to stand in the dark in a cupboard for 30 minutes in a case of non-drying and semi-drying oils, and for 60 minutes in case of the drying oils. See what we will have to do for the determining the iodine value of an oils and fats. Weigh accurately about 2.5 to 3 gram of the oil sample in case of coconut oil, and in case of the another oil, that is 0.15 to 0.6 gram of the sample, and into a what clean dry 250 ml glass toppered conical flask. Add to it 10 ml of the carbon tetrachloride, then add 25 ml of which solution, that is iodine monochloride solution, and then stopper the flask, mix and store. Allow to stand in the dark in cupboard for 30 minutes in case of the non-drying oil and semi-drying oil, and for the 60 minutes in case of the drying oil. Then add 15 ml of the 10% Ki solution and 100 ml of the distilled water. Titrate the liberated I2 against the 0.1 normal Na2S2O3 solution using starch as an indicator. The end point is a blue color, and treat this as a burette reading or the sample titration. Similarly, carry out the blank determination what the alongside without using oil or fat sample, and then treat this burette reading as the blank titer B, and from the sample titer A and the blank titer B, the iodine value iodine number of oils or fat is calculated by means of the iodine value is equal to blank titer minus sample titer into normality of the Na2S2O3, then divided by weight of oil or fat in gram multiplied by 12.69, that is the conversion factor. Then one can write by simplifying this equation, B minus A, B is the blank titer and A is the sample titer, into 0.1 normal is the sodium thiosulfate normality, into 12.69 gram is the conversion factor, and divided by weight of oil or fat taken. So one can write this was by simplifying B minus A into 1.269 divided by weight of oil in gram. So in this way we can one can determine the iodine value of an oil or fat. So what is the method used for determining the iodine value of oils or fat is nothing but the Veitch method. By which method we can determine the iodine value of oils and fats. So once again I repeating the procedure. Weigh accurately about 2.5 to 3 gram of oil sample in case of coconut oil, or it is take 0.15 to 0.6 gram in case of the other oils, into a clean dry 250 ml glass toppered conical flask. Add 10 ml of carbon tetrachloride, then add 25 ml of the Veitch solution and stopper the flask and keep it in the dark in a cupboard for 30 minutes in case of the non-drying oil or semi-drying oil, and in case of the drying oil it is kept for the 60 minutes. Then add 15 ml of 10% Ki solution and add 100 ml of distilled water. Titrate the liberated I2 solution against the 0.1 normal sodium thiosulfate using starch as an indicator. The end point is a blue to colorless, and treat this end point as a burette reading for the sample titer. Similarly, carry out the blank titration by omitting or the neglect oil sample or carry out the blank determination alongside without using the oil or fat sample. Treat the burette reading as a blank titer B, and from the sample titer A and the blank titer B, the iodine value or iodine number of a fat is calculated. So iodine value or iodine number is equal to blank titer minus sample titer into normality of Na2H2O3 divided by weight of oil or fat in gram into 12.69 gram. Then it can be written as B minus A into 0.1 into 12.619 divided by weight of oil or fat in gram, or one can write B minus A into 1.269 divided by weight of oil or fat in gram. So this is about the iodine value, and we have already learned about the acid value or free fatty acid value. In this way, today this chapter is over. That is the principles, methods of analysis of saponifiable oils and fats. If you have any queries regarding this chapter, this unit, please put your question in the YouTube comment box. I will try to answer the question. So in next lecture we will see about the next topic, that is analysis of cement. So thank you, thanks a lot, have a nice day.